on our program actually a couple of times. Here to tell us more about her journey as a musician and what exactly it has taken her to get to this point is Fran herself. How interesting is this? Your name is Bianca Arnold, but you run under Fran. Why? What is Fran?
Well,
Who is Fran?
Fran's actually my second name.
Okay.
Which was given to me, and it was in honor of my grandmother who passed away, my father's side. She was Frances, but a bit too old and outdated for me, so San is in the Saint, Fran is in Francis, put it together, and we have Fran.
Talk to me about this balance between, because you actually studied mechanical engineering.
Well, motor mechanics, yeah.
Then you go and work in the corporate scene. Then now you're working, just opposed to that, you're now working as a model in the music industry. Talk to me about that shift. Who is Fran now musically, and where is your musical space and your genre?
Well, Fran comes from this very strong woman. You know, I watched a movie growing up called My Cousin Vinny, and Marissa Tomei was in that movie, and she knew absolutely everything about any car on the market. And I watched this, and I turned around to my parents and said, I want to be like that. You know, I'll never be that girl at the side of the road with the hood up and just hopelessly lost. So that's what pushed me to do the motor mechanics thing and technical drawing. And then dabbled with the corporate life and realized I'm just not that 9-to-5 paper pusher. And, you know, I always realized I could sing, but was always scared of taking that plunge. But yeah, I finally got around to doing it, did the modeling stuff, which got exposure, and then said, well, why not? You know, if I'm going to do it, now's the time.
So you decide to work on music, and one of the guys you end up working with is, I think, a SAMA winner, Metro FM winner, SAMA nominated Bryce Anderson.
Yes.
He's anybody who's worked with Bryce, he's a genius.
He is a wizard.
How do you find that balance with your sound and Bryce, who's this very poppy, very R&B-ish influenced, but, you know, he works in multi-genres. What is Fierce about? How did you find your voice?
Fierce for me is exactly that. It's being fierce. It's having that don't care attitude. I am woman, hear me roar. You know, take a back seat, guys. We don't need you. Yes, it's fun to have you around, but I can be me with or without you. And when it comes to working with Bryce is just, as you said, he's a genius. He can go across just about any genre and just find that space. Because I explained the song to him, he looked at me, he listened to me, and he's like, good, we've got something to work with. And yes, he's a wizard. I mean, when he sits down and does his magic, it turns out to be fierce. So, yeah.
That's the song. So you've got the first single out, Fierce. Where are we in terms of the production for the rest of the album? When are we getting to see Fran's album out?
Well, Fran's album is, you know, in the making. We head into studio in about 3-4 weeks' time for my next single. But Fierce is out, and the music video will be coming out roughly about a month's time for that one. And then we're just doing it one song after the next, and we'll see how the crowd takes to Fran.
What has the reaction been so far? Because I know you've been performing at Lasita Land and kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I'm performing at Lasita Land this evening. It's the music industry. One day they love you and you're the flavor of the day, and the next not so much. But you know, it's gaining traction, and yeah, it's awesome to be here. And no, we're going like a Boeing.
Talk to me about that balance between making sure the music and sex appeal doesn't overrun the music, and that you're valued for music. Oh
no, of course not. You know, throughout my life, you know, being a pretty face, people tend to just see that. But like they say in Afrikaans, ek is nie 'n mooi pop met 'n leë dop nie. So, you know, it's just not a pretty face. There is talent, and yes, I will use it because I was given that. But I use it as an additive to the artist that is Fran.
For sure. We've run out of time, but we've got more music from our music guest this morning. She goes by the name of Fran, and she's released a single for pop lovers. It's titled Fierce. It's out. You can listen to it, and it's downloadable. So Google it. We take an ad break. You're not going anywhere.